Թող
Գեղարքունի գում։
թողանոսեն։
Վաղը ցերեկային ժամերին սպասվում է ձյուն, առանձին հատվածներում բուք, ճանապարհներին մեր կա սառույց նշված հատվածներ երթևեկելիս վարորդներին կոչ են անում ցուցաբերել զգոնություն։ Այսպիսին էր մեզ սպասվող եղանակը Հայաստանում։
բացա, թե չէ հորդ հետ ծնունդ եք ընդունում։
Good.
This felt very real. You can imagine being in this situation, and I thought it was presented here really well in a way that was sort of visceral, definitely not overly graphic or anything, but right to the point. And we're just in there with the family, living in that moment, and I think that's why I really love this piece. It's just real human drama, and just really well executed.
I really like Struggle. I like the cinematography of Struggle. Specifically, that one shot where it's like them at the table and the camera goes back and forth when they're talking. I don't know why. I just like that shot. I just think it's a cool idea, well executed. Overall, I like the story. I thought it was well written. I like the cutting back and forth with the livestock birth and the human birth. Like, I thought that was like a beautiful thing. The juxtaposition that said something beautiful about life and birth, circle of life type beat. I think that was a creative, well done juxtaposition. So, and that's what film is for. So, great job.
Struggle. I loved this. I thought this was really, really, really clever and really, really, really interesting to have. Obviously his wife is very, very pregnant and they're, in the middle of the winter and they're kind of secluded and clearly like his attention is being split in some kind of way and you really feel for the wife and you almost want to be mad at the husband through the whole first part of the film with like why isn't his wife the number one priority above all else and things like that. But then like as you kind of build to the climax of the film when like the wife's in labor and the daughter comes in running and saying that like this other person is in labor and you kind of get the full scope of what he's going through, it makes a lot more sense. Because when you're in that situation, like when you're a farmer and like that's your whole life and that can be like a huge part of your livelihood is this calf being born and you literally can't afford to have your livelihood and have something go wrong with that birth of that calf. But also like obviously that is your wife and presumably your child that is also being born. So I thought it was really, really great in the way that they kind of like finally revealed like what that what was kind of splitting his attention, and then his solution was I'm just gonna do both. I'm just gonna do what I can and do my best, and we're just gonna all be together and we're just gonna get through it. I thought was such a interesting way to kind of go about it, but when the chips are down you gotta do what you gotta do. So I thought it was really, really fun. I liked how long they waited before that kind of reveal, and then like his problem solving I thought was hilarious and like I said, really well done.
Struggle was a fascinating watch. I enjoyed the family dynamic and the mother's pregnancy and how the story connects her and the animal's pregnancy towards the end, showing both giving birth with the struggle, and I love how it's a representation of how a woman, especially mothers, have to go through a lot of trouble and trauma in a sense just to make life. Let's say something like that. But overall, I thought this was a great short film.
This film is called Struggle. This was a fabulous short film. I love the characters, very strong personalities, and the performers all do a great job. You can really sense the tension about the upcoming births. Excellent rugged locations. I enjoyed the vocals and music during the height of the birthing scenes. It really added to the feeling of urgency, and the excellent sound effects were central to the telling of the story, especially at the end. Great direction, pace, and editing. Well done film. It was indeed a struggle. Check it out.